So let's see how to work with symbol libraries and with symbols within EPLAN. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to just create a project just for this topic. Okay, so it is important to work with symbol libraries when you opened any kind of project. Let me show you that. So when you close this project, so we don't have any projects opened, when you go to utilities, master data, symbol library, there's nothing much you can do. Also for the symbol, the same thing. Now when we open our project, let's see the effect. Symbol library. Now you have all the various options available. And the same goes for the symbol. Of course, we first have to either create or open a symbol to be able to copy, delete, create a new variant, import, export, and so on. So the first thing, let's just create a new symbol in the existing symbol library. So utilities, once again, master data, symbol, and new. So as you already see over here, you have various symbol libraries available within your EPLAN platform. Not all of them are available to you. I also have some additional, depending on the EPLAN module you have. So if you have a P&ID module or for creating instrumentation loops, in most cases you have IEC, Post, GB, graphics. That's about it. Now let's go to our IEC multi-line symbol library, the one we mostly use if you work with IEC standard. Let's click open, and this is where we start to create our symbol. So you can choose between different variants. Let's start with variant A. Symbol number. This is the automatic number EPLAN gives you. So the first available number within the symbol library in this one, IEC. Connection points. You can either choose how many selection points you'll have and input over here, let's say 3. Or you can use a function definition and it will be automatically assigned a number of connections depending on the device you used as a function definition. So let's use a function definition in our case. Let's set it to 0 once again, then go to function definition, and for this example, let's say we want to create a valve with 3 connection points with PE. So a plus, a minus, and a PE connection. Let's click OK. And this is now grayed out. So if you choose a function definition, you automatically get the connection point number and the logic, and there is As mentioned, it is grayed out, so you don't have any more this option to input manually number of connections. Symbol name, let's say val plus PE. Representation type, you can choose whether it's going to be multi-line or any other representation. We'll stick to the multi-line, and that's about it. You have to input for the creation of new symbol. Let's click OK. Everything you have at this moment, so no graphics, just this little red circle. Now, there are also two variants when you want to create graphics for a symbol. The first one, and probably the best one, is to use an existing symbol as a template for your new symbol. Let's insert as an example. Since you want to create a val, let's go to vals and see which one we could use. Let's say like, not this one. Once again, symbol. Let's say something like this. This variant E. OK. So you have the insertion point and place it in the middle of the circle. Since this is an existing symbol, you already get all the default properties, the graphics, the connection points in this case, and so on. I also recommend when you create a new symbol with totally new graphics, you insert an existing symbol and use all of these fields just to keep it as standardized as possible. So the device tag, cross-reference, technical characteristics, function text, and so on. You can, of course, as you already know, you can adjust those fields, those properties later on when you insert this symbol in a circuit diagram, in a page in EPLAN project. So if you don't want to use some of these properties, then you would set them to invisible, or you would just remove them from your display of the symbol in the circuit diagram. Now, as already mentioned, this is a complete symbol. We use an existing one, and now, for example, we could just expand the graphics to represent the ground connection for this valve. Let's use another symbol from the special functions in electrical engineering. Something like this. Let's use this one once again and place it somewhere over here. Connection point. Now to make it neat, let's put it in the same height and also adjust this graphics over here a little bit. So as we imported the symbol, it got the next number of connections. So we had 1 and 2, and now the 3. So this is the most convenient way to create a new symbol. You use an existing one, use the graphics and the connection points and everything, all the properties, and you're pretty much done with your symbol. Now we could also check our symbol. So EPLAN says the symbol is okay. Now let's see about the connection points. So the graphical part of the story, as said, is pretty much straightforward. These are the lines, the graphical elements you can use to represent your symbol. As said, the best option is to use an existing one. Absolutely the best. But if you still want to use custom graphics, create your own from scratch, then you have the graphical elements over here. Now for the connection points, so insert, connection point top, bottom, left, right. You can also click on tab on the keyboard and rotate the connection point. Let's say we put it over here somewhere, it doesn't matter. Connection point automatically numbered. Direction, the display. Okay. That's it for the connection points. And as mentioned, the properties, you just insert an existing symbol and use the properties. I recommend to leave it like this to keep it as standardized as possible. Now let's insert another symbol to see more common one, for example, circuit breaker with a reference line. Okay. This is what I wanted to show you. So the properties are pretty much the same. All the formatting and the order from the device tag, cross reference, and so on. Now let's go back, undo, and close this symbol. So now EPLAN tells us the number of connection points is invalid compared to the function definition. Number of connection points are currently placed 4, and we, according to the function definition, we have 3. Let's just then open this symbol once again and delete the 4th connection. If you would leave, for example, and go to check symbol, this is what EPLAN would tell us, the same thing when you check your symbol. Now let's delete this one and close it. So we want to synchronize the symbol library. So the new symbol we created with this project we have opened, the symbol lectures project, and we want to synchronize. Now let's see another thing, how to create a new symbol library. And after that, we're gonna see how to exchange symbols between symbol libraries. So to create a symbol library, go to Utilities, Master Data, Symbol Library, and New. I already created this one, and let's say save, and we want to replace it. Grid size as a default setting when creating new symbols in this symbol library. We can say 1 millimeter or even 2. OK. Utilities, master data, symbol library, open. This is something you have to do. Does not contain symbols, OK, as a message. Once again, symbol new. Since we now created and opened student1 symbol library, although it doesn't contain any symbols yet, we had to open the symbol library to be able to create a new symbol within that one. So let's choose our student1 symbol library, select, and click OK. Now we are going to create another symbol in this symbol library, variant A. We could also use some function definition. So symbol number, since it is a completely empty symbol library, the first available number is 0. We're going to say it's just first symbol. Symbol type, definition, and let's use an existing, something like a protection device, circuit breaker, double. Okay, so it makes sense that it has 4 connection points. Okay. Now let's insert the graphics, that we don't do that from scratch. Let's say we want to create something like this, but we're going to use this one. And additionally, we want to, at the end, we want to have something like this. Okay. As a base symbol for us, now let's insert another symbol. This one, because that's the one we want to have as a final product. Let's use some reference lines. So for this symbol, and we could just copy this and place it over here. Delete this reference line, and that's about it. So we created a new symbol in our student1 symbol library. First symbol 0, variant A, property arrangement EPLAN. Let's delete this. Now another thing, function, master data, symbol. If you want to create a new variant, variant B for example, of this symbol, you use variant A for example as a reference, as a source variant. 90 degrees. So now you can play with these options a little bit. You can flip or rotate, or also additionally rotate place properties. Let's say we want to rotate the connection point designations and the place properties, and since it is 90 degrees, we also have the graphics of the symbol rotated by 90 degrees. Let's click OK and see the variant B. So this is the variant B. You can see over here. And now you can create another additional variants, but I'll leave that to you as an exercise. Let's close this one. Now I would like to show you how to export symbols from one symbol library and import to another. So exchanging symbols between symbol libraries. Utilities, metadata symbol library, open. Let's open IEC. And the one we created in the IEC symbol library. Let's export this one later on. So now we opened the IEC symbol library, and we just want to, we can close this one now, it's not a problem. Utilities, metadata, symbol, export. Now we choose, if you want, you can choose everything, but we'll stick to our symbol, the one over here. Okay. Let's export it to desktop, save, utilities, metadata, symbol library, open, our symbol library. Okay. We open R1, close the symbol, utilities, metadata, symbol, import. Okay. And let's import this one. So if you remember, we already created the first symbol with a number 0, and the EPLAN automatically numbered the next one, so it's a 1. The symbol name remained the same, representation type, function definition, everything the same. Okay, and that's it. So now we imported this symbol from the IEC symbol library to our own, to our student 1. Let's close, utilities, metadata, symbol library, open, this one, and let's see, okay. So this is our student 1 symbol library, and we have some symbols. For the first symbol, our circuit breaker, miniature circuit breaker, variant A, and we also created variant B. For our valve, only variant A, and that's it. Another thing, utilities, metadata, symbol, and delete. So we open these two symbol libraries and we want to delete the one we created. Since we now exported that symbol and imported to R1, this one, well, let's delete it in this EPLAN default library. So this one, okay. Delete the symbol from the symbol library IEC, yes to all, and that's it. And the last tip when working with symbol libraries and symbols in EPLAN, it's very important that you don't forget to include in your current project the symbol library you need for that project. So when you have these default symbol libraries that come together with the EPLAN installation like IEC or NFP or GB or any other, so everyone in the world, when they install EPLAN, they have already these symbol libraries. But when you create your custom symbol library, and you forget to include that one in your project where you need those symbols, then you have a problem. So now let me show you. Options, settings. This is the project we are currently working in. Management, symbol libraries. Let me show you the effect. So when you go, let's create a new page, multi-line, and insert a symbol. This is the effect. Now you have a problem. You didn't include your new custom symbol library in this project. And that means you cannot insert the symbols you created in the circuits, in the circuit diagrams in this project. So let's see how we do that. Options, settings, our project, management, symbol libraries, and let's include the one, student one, open. Okay, now theoretically, we see now our newly created symbol library. Let's insert our wall. And that's about it. That's about everything you need to know about creating a symbol library, a symbol, exchange symbols between symbol libraries, insert to a project, include within a project, and so on.